Good morning, everybody. I'm Logan, and today I'm going to be taking you along with me here on Broyans farm. So today is Sunday. I wasn't here yesterday, but my mom and dad got a lot of stuff done. Some of the things they got done was they got a couple bags of potatoes done. They picked a whole bin of cabbage. They washed and shucked 4 crates of onions. And then over here they washed a ton of potatoes. Like I said before, when we finish off a bin, we have these small potatoes. This is what they look like. People love these. A lot of people don't even peel them. They'll just put them in the pan just like that. And then obviously we have all the regular nice potatoes. Here's a couple more. And then in the cooler, we have a couple sugar pumpkins left, a couple crates of spaghetti and butternut. They're still picking some turnips. We have some smaller onions, some green tomatoes we're picking out of the high tunnel, more white potatoes, and then, I don't know, if you combine these all, there'd probably be at least, I'd say 5 baskets of garlic there. We only have 2 days of market left, but we can usually sell about 20 to 25 bags of potatoes a day. And like I said, they only have 3 here. So I'm gonna start bagging them. I wanna get at least, I would say, 10 of each, red and white, maybe a couple more, I don't know. And then we're gonna move on to something else, which is totally different than what you've seen us do all summer. Once I get these bags full, I'll take them over to the scale, weigh them, make sure they're at least 50 pounds, maybe even 51 or 52, and then I'll tie them with a bag tie there on the side of me, and they'll be ready to go to market. We bag the potatoes dirty because we just feel it helps them last a lot longer. Sometimes they'll last even into spring for the customers. But when we're picking these out, we have to be so careful because it's hard to see just because they're so dirty. And then if you get to a potato like this, if the camera focuses here, it's hard to even see right here, but this potato, it almost looks like a little bit shriveled up. And on this side, it's perfect. But if you take that skin off, it's actually really soft, and some of it is actually like a little black and green. And the reason for that is because this potato is probably a little bit closer to the surface when it was growing. And then we had I don't know, maybe a mild frost, and it hit that even under the ground, which then now is making this potato turn soft and shrivel up. And probably in another week or so, it's gonna turn bad. And then the 5 or 6 potatoes around that is gonna rot also. So that's why we have to be really careful in putting these in the bag so that the customer is happy and satisfied with what they're getting. Over here, I'll show you, this is what our seconds basket looks like. Now, we're not gonna throw these away. Anything that's semi-good, we're gonna actually keep and use. If it's not bad at all, but still has a little spot on it, we'll sell it to the customers. But you can kind of tell, like that, usually it'll have a wet spot if it's frosted like this and like that. It doesn't seem too bad now, but in a couple days, and like I said, a week, that could start rotting all the potatoes around, and we just don't want to take that chance. And right here's another one of those ones that's got that little bit shriveled up look. And the skin is just really kind of odd. It just peels off like a lot easier than what it would on a good potato. And there's not a lot like that. We just have to be careful for the very few that are in there. So I just got finished with red potatoes, and there's actually no more whites up there in a bin. So I'm gonna come down here to the storage, see what we got, maybe bring the skid loader down and take a bin up to the shed. That way it'll be easier to load them on the truck that way and tie them. So for those of you who have not seen my previous videos, this is what we've been working on the past couple weeks, getting all of our potatoes out of the ground. There is 2, 5, 7, 8 bins in this row, and there's 7 bins in this row. I think most of them are white, but there is a couple bins of red way back there in the back. But as of now, they're all full. Oh, there's a bin of red right here. They're all full, and this hopefully should last us into springtime. That's what we're gonna hope for anyway. And then by that time, we'll be starting to plant new ones, and the cycle will just keep repeating. These potatoes here are a yellow potato. They're called Norwis. And then the reds I just showed you are a dark red Norland underneath there. And then in the back, which I can't really get to, they're like a more perfect round white potato, and they are called Evas. So since I got whites right here in the front, or actually yellow, Norwis, I'm gonna come down with the skid loader, pick this bin up, take it up to the shed, because in the next 2 days, we're gonna finish this whole bin off bagging and washing for markets. When we start the skid loader, we have to let it warm up. You can see it counting down and then it'll beep. Now we're ready to go. Hi, Dace. All right, so now I got the red potatoes bagged, the white potatoes up from the storage in the blue shed. I'm gonna start getting the chainsaw ready to hook it down a tree. But the trees we're gonna be cutting down ain't just any normal tree. So when using the chainsaw, it's always important to make sure the chain is tight, it has oil and gas in it before beginning anything. So the first thing I'm gonna do here is check the oil. It could use a little bit, so I'll make sure I put the right kind in. I like to fill it right up to the top. And then I gotta fill up the tank, which is a mixture of oil and gas. And then I'll move on to the chain. This chainsaw is a steel farm boss, so the first thing I have to do is loosen these two nuts. Once they're loosened, there's a screw between the two nuts that'll actually tighten the chain without taking the whole cover off. So I'm gonna tighten that, and as you can see, the blade tightens up there. Then I gotta tighten the nuts back up, and we'll be good to go. So we just arrived at our neighbor's Christmas tree farm. And as you can tell, the trees are beautiful. They got a little bit out of hand, and that's why he wants us here to take some of them out and clean some of them up.
Are you ready?
Yep. I'm gonna go right back in this hole.
Oh.
Yeah, we got it.
The trees were actually so big we had to cut them in half just to haul them out of there. But as you can see, there's a ton of beautiful greens on there, and we'll get lots of use out of them. He has a variety of different trees, but some of the ones that we grabbed were Fraser fir and Nordman fir. Ready?
We'll roll it right up on.
1, 2, 3. Can we get a third one on there?
Well, if we could fit one more, that'd be good. She needs some variety.
Are you gonna drop it like right there?
Well, I'm so hung up, I'm just gonna cut it off. We'll have to pull that top.
It took off running, I got scared. Ready?
Just gonna roll it off or carry it?
You wanna roll this one off this side?
Yep. Little pet way. I used to take care of it.
All right, so now that we got the Christmas trees out here, my mom can start making a variety of different things. She makes candy cane wreaths, she makes regular wreaths, she makes grave blankets, she makes grave logs, just almost everything you can imagine. And the greens we got here are beautiful. She's gonna get a ton off of these. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna call it a wrap for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. And always remember, it ain't much, but it's honest work.